I come from a military-based family who has always been proud to serve. It goes back to my grandfather on my grandmother's side, who received his citizenship by serving in the Union Army during the Confederate War. So my dad was in the Navy during World War II. During the Korean conflict, I had a brother in the Air Force, a brother in the Army. Let me see, the Navy, the Air Force, and the Army. Yeah, that was it. Three brothers. And so the college messed up on my deferment, and I received notification to go down for a pre-induction physical. So I went down, I reported in, and then 2 weeks later, I get this letter like I won the lottery. Congratulations, you passed your physical. Now you're eligible to be drafted. And I thought, no, 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 no. We're not from a family that's drafted. We enlist. And so I went down and started thinking in my mind, what do I want? And I thought, well, I know about the Marine Corps, proud branch of the service, no Marine left behind. They take care of their own. And so I was walking along the street towards the Marine recruit office in Pomona, California, and saw the recruiter out front. And I walked up and I said, you got time for some questions? And he said, sure. So we went in and we talked, and I joined the Marine Reserve so that I could finish and not lose my credits. And then 2 days after I finished that semester, then I was activated to active duty, and then I reported into boot camp at MCRD San Diego. The rest is not necessarily a joyride, but I've been proud of it all my life. Well, it's really funny because yesterday at church we were talking to a woman whose husband needs to go, to the VA, but he says no, other people need it more than I do. And so that was the attitude I had until 2022. I thought, no, and my temper, it just started bursting out. I'd had one episode back in '89, and I went in for stress anger management provided by the VA, and did 16 weeks, and I graduated from that. And that got me through until probably 2019, 2020. And I think what set me off was the COVID thing. And so in 2021, I went to a VSO, and she started working with me, filled out a packet. The thing was that I brought in photographs to document my service. And so 2 weeks after I left there, she called and set an appointment. And 2 weeks later, I went back, and she said, first, before we get into your case, I want to thank you for the photographs that you showed me, because I've never been in the situation that you were in, and I did not understand what you poor guys went through. And so it drug on, and I thought, I'm going to make a run at this again. This is just not going anywhere. I saw a commercial for Trajector, and so I contacted them, and I liked what they presented to me, and so I started working with them. And lo and behold, it was 3 months, 4 months after we had submitted the package. And what I like is they take the information, which is sometimes hard to understand. I reviewed it, and then I mailed in the copy for the VA. 7 months later, I was given 70%. So I sat on that for 4 or 5 months. People kept saying, no, 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 you need to be 100%, man. You got a problem. So I got hold of Team Romeo back at Trajector. They were always accessible. I want to emphasize that. Always call them up, ask for the team, wait just a little bit. A team member would get on the phone, you discuss it, and it was dealt with, which was very impressive. And so I explained that I felt that I needed to challenge it. And they said, okay. So there was another interview. I went to two psychologists and two psychiatrists. I submitted it, and 3 months later, I was given 100%. And here we are. I'm a happy camper. It plugged in a gap that we were missing in retirement income. It really helped. Really helped. I don't have a beef with the VA. God bless the VA. It's prone to political pressures, give and take. Democrat, Republican, back and forth, and this just really helped me out. Happy with it. Happy camper. I have shared with probably 10, 12 veterans about Trajector. As a matter of fact, we mentioned it Sunday when we were in a conversation with a member of the church. And her husband is the one I told you, he says, no, other people need it more than I do, and so on. And so I probably believe that Cammie is going to work on her husband and he's going to get the number from me and call back. It's one of those things that it's a daunting task. When you go in and you try to get anything off the VA webpage, it's like, oh my God, where do you go? And so form after form after form, and they've got all these numbers and everything, And that is what was so nice about Trajector. They knew the forms, and that took so much of the frustration out of it.